What's going on, everybody? It's your boy LP in the studio with me and my nephews
Brandon,
Xavier.
We are here to talk about the newest episode of Xmen episode number 7. We almost to the last dance of the season. This episode was called Bright Eyes. If you remember 96 X-Men when Rogue knocked the shit out of Cable. Remember me, Bright Eyes? He knocked him out. So you actually had the connection with both of them in this episode. This was a pretty solid episode. Like,
yeah,
it wasn't super action packed. It wasn't slow, but it was. I thought it was a real great episode, laying out some of the stuff that's moving forward. Some big reveals. They finally reveal who's the guy in charge of everything, which is Bastion. I know a lot of people like, who the hell is Bastion? If you're not familiar with Bastion, and it's crazy because my memory of Bastion is, so we're gonna have to watch. I'm gonna have to watch like a video or something to remind me of Bastion. But I know Bastion in the comics was like a human and Sentinel mix. He had a art, I think it was called Zero Tolerance, and that was an art. Like, Bastion was a bastard. Like, he was on some shit. So it's very interesting to see him showing up. If you go back into one of the episodes, there's a picture of Forge. And it's cut off, but Bastion is in the image with Forge. That's how a lot of people had already caught Bastion earlier. So we're going to see how that plays with Forge and the whole Storm thing. This thing started off with my boy Gambit's funeral. Moment of silence. Alright, rest in peace, Remy LeBeau, until you are brought back in some kind of way, please. Cable. Maybe you could have changed that. Bishop, what you doing, bro? But I started with a funeral of that. Very, 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 very emotional. Like, and it was cool because they had his brother there. They had his ex-wife Belladonna was there. I was surprised to see them there. I would have liked a couple of more mutants or whatever being there. But they kept it simple.
I think a lot of them were killed.
Yeah.
they're there in spirit.
Yeah, you kind of got a point.
They did.
You kind of got a point. A lot of them couldn't have showed up. Yeah, it ain't like jerking out or something would have showed up. I heard Henry died.
There are probably other funerals.
Yeah, so yeah, he got a point. But there was one person in particular that wasn't there, and that was Rogue. So of course, you know, like, where the hell is Rogue at? Even Jubilee, like, where the hell is Rogue?
Taking care of business.
Yeah, you know, and Wolverine was like, you know, sometimes people got to deal with that stuff as a blah. And Rogue was out there handling business, trying to get to the meat and the potatoes of the man who created the Sentinels to start with. And it was kind of cool seeing Rogue going on her own little. Mission, and this being rough, like showing up to a squad, like, okay, what y'all want to do?
Yeah, her breaking up the base was really cool. Seeing her, like, that's one thing I love about this season so far. Like, anytime they're focusing on a particular X-Men or a particular mutant, they really show off their powers and like really show how just how cool they can be. They don't shortchange anybody. Like Rogue, Jubilee. Even Jean has some really, Jean has some really nice moments this episode too.
Yes. Shout out for Jean for not passing out.
Wait for it. I just knew she was.
When she threw that roof up, I was like, here it comes. She did do a little woo.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm good. So yeah, definitely shout out to her. I definitely like the scene where they was falling and Scott was like, take care of the building, not take care of the debris. How they just
I saw a Twitter post. It was like Cyclops said, "Jean, take care of the building. I'll take care of the debris." Jean took care of the building, debris, and Scott.
Yeah. A woman's work is never done. So, and it was a lot of emotion with them too. Of course, with Cyclops, my baby mama dying, which my baby mama is basically a clone of you. I'm still with you. I lost my wife. Like, Cyclops gonna need like mad therapy. Like, when this is over, because he's definitely, you know, going through a lot. So Rogue basically hunting down Boulevard Trash, who create it was Trash you were looking for first.
Just the Trash.
No, Henry Guy.
She was looking for Henry first because he knew where Trash was.
Yeah, Henry Guy recently got released and had some cool little cushy thing. She ran into Captain America before that, who was also looking for them, which I do like the fact that they were trying to find out what was going on too. They didn't fight or anything. I know everybody was wondering what was going to happen. It was a little cameo. I like that. Avengers, y'all do y'all shit somewhere else. Just little cameos. Listen to y'all there, just like the old. That's fine. This is an X-Men show. Cameos is cool. But one of the moments too was like she wanted Captain America like, "Oh, you Captain America?" Basically, like, I'm helping y'all, but I still gotta follow the rules. I can't go busting no ass.
Lame.
I can't.
I had a little bit of problem with that because that's not what Captain America is. Captain America, like, I mean, we've seen him in the movies and comics, like, literally fight the government because you don't agree with him. So that's like
Civil War.
Yeah, Civil War. And like he's like always like chose like the side of the mutant, so him like not wanting to help him out because with the government, like that that's the only thing I kind of like didn't like about that or them bringing him in. But his cameo still was cool, like the shield thing where Rogue throwing the shield, that was a funny moment. But that was like the only little thing I was like, oh, Cap, no, Cap not gonna side with the government just cause. That was like the only little thing for me, but.
But Cap might be working on some other stuff too. You don't know. But
True.
Yeah, I definitely like the way Rogue this was like, well, hell, you don't need this shield. And then she flew up, made sure he could see it, and threw that shit. Like, go get it, bitch. Because it ain't like he could have did that and made it come back. It wasn't that fancy background. When you go back and look, the look on Captain America's face like, you fucking bitch. Now I gotta go fucking look
find that.
Yeah, now I got to go find it. That's my bread and butter. What else happened after that? She did end up finding him. He didn't want to tell her nothing. Rogue. She found out for herself. She didn't really tell anybody what she saw. Yeah. That was a Nimrod flash. If you really watched it when it did again.
I was wondering what that was. Yeah.
The last one was Nimrod. I really would. I can't remember what the very beginning was, but Nimrod definitely was the zoom in. And Nimrod is connected to Bastion too. Like I said, we definitely gonna watch a breakdown because I just can't remember everything.
I've been telling y'all since episode 2.
Nimrod. Well, yeah. And they've been showing him in the interest, especially that Massimo Nimrod is in there. Like, yeah. And everybody remember Nimrod from '96 Xmen, if nothing else. Even if they don't know who Bastion is, you know who. Because Bastion never showed up in the old cartoon. You gotta know him from the comics. Another big reveal that we found out that Sinister is not the guy. Sinister's still a little lackey.
He's a lapdog.
Yeah, we thought Sinister was finally stepping up in the ranks.
Nope.
No, you thought.
I'm like, yeah. I mean, I thought so too.
I've been new. Sinister is he's a beta villain.
Yeah. He just want to do those experiments go on.
Yeah, he let us down. But which Bastion is the main guy, which is very interesting. How I don't know what Sinister wants. Sinister's always doing stuff for a reason. Yeah. So what is he trying to get out of Bastion? I'm pretty sure Bastion's not going to give him. Bastion hates all mutants, so he's not going to be. It's not going to work out for you, Sinister. Yeah. You're going to end up flipping because he's going to flip on you. It's funny because he said something about he said something about how he was resurrected or something. Mm-hmm. And he was like he evolved or something.
Yeah, I wonder what that was. And it kind of is he known for having like purple powers? Is that his thing?
I don't remember him having powers. I remember him like he had like Sentinel based stuff.
That kind of like reminded me of Gambit a little bit. I know it's a stretch, just because it's purple and everything. But when he first, because I don't know anything about Bastion. When we kind of like walked in, he was like, I resurrected, I evolved. He kind of had the purple eyes and everything, which like reminded me of Gambit, but. I don't know what they're gonna do with.
But is he gonna have something where like he can steal their powers? Because at one point when he was walking in the house, it was like he had magnetic powers or something like that. So like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because when he first turned the thing, at first I thought it was Magneto on the low. Yeah. Thought it was him pretending that, but the big reveal we find out Magneto, of course, is still alive. We pretty knew he was still alive. It's funny that they found the bodies of Leech in them, but I was like, damn, ain't nobody said where's Magneto. They keep saying Magneto's dead. Maybe they're assuming he's amongst the rubble, and they haven't had a chance to find him yet. But they're not really. The Xmen won't really press the really keep digging.
Oh no!
Yeah. I mean, when they did find a survivor, they found Emma Frost, who. If you don't know, Emma Frost has 2 mutations. She has a secondary mutation where she turns into a diamond. I guess this was the first time that it happened in animated, and while she was under the rubble, she did have time to apply a fresh coat of lipstick.
It's popping.
so she had time to get fresh before she came out, and he was still trying to. What did she say? She brought out. She said, "What she say?"
she's
like,
good under pressure.
Good under pressure.
Yeah, she still gotta be. She gotta be that chick. So what's it gonna be? It's gonna be interesting. Emma Frost eventually joins the X-Men in different versions, but I don't see this version of Emma necessarily getting with the X-Men. So I'm really gonna be interested to see how many, if they're gonna add any more new people, because right now you got, when Storm come back, Forge has to be connected because he's connected to Bastion.
Yeah.
Whether he's gonna join a team or not. And they showed another member of X Factor. I don't know if you saw when Strong got the big guy that was carrying the block.
Yeah.
Another member of X Factor. Like, damn, put your team back together. You literally have showed everybody except for Havoc, Polaris, and we saw Quicksilver being that Morph kind of turned into him. But we've seen your pretty much your whole team. Why is it disbanded and what are they doing? Like, so I don't know. I like the fact that they show X Factor, but I need them to make.
I mean, just because they don't have no leader. Like Cyclops is all in his feelings in his own situation. So Storm gone. So like nobody's really.
Well, for X Factor.
Yeah. You said
no X Factor. No, X Factor. Oh no, I'm talking about X Factor. They need to do something to these little cameos.
I wonder if they're just teasing him, but they're gonna set him up in like the later seasons or whatever. They're just trying to just focus on the core. Because I have been noticing. I'm wondering like, if they're gonna, do because how they're gonna do X-Men Gold, either gonna do Blue and Gold or X-Men X-Force too. Like
I think they're gonna do a lot of. I think they're not gonna do that stuff because that's what we want to damn see. Because don't forget, multiple man was out there partying too. So his bodies, because them Brock should have made his stuff be out there. He should be out there somewhere too. What else happened this episode?
You had the Jubilee and.
Sunspot finally went and told his parents what they said they already knew, but they basically was like, but we gotta keep this on the low. So
I kind of like. I mean, them like gonna go. All right, like we're clearly in the middle of a genocide. Let's go see our parents. Wasn't a fan of that, but them. I like how it's talking about how they're. She's happy for her son coming out or coming out.
Yeah, he came out. Definitely came out.
That's funny. To her about like him being a mutant and everything, and her talking about the genocide and being sad for it, but like, oh no, we have to care about our image and everything, even though we know there's genocide and many people got killed. Like, we're still worried about our image and stuff like that, which I do like that. Theme and what that touched on too. So it was a little like they're always, even if it's not like the I don't know, the deepest thing or like the most like involving thing story wise, like it's still like some themes and still good things you can pull out of like every single episode.
Like realistic scenarios.
Yeah.
Because rich people would be like that. Yeah, like
shoot, poor people too. Don't nobody wants. You talking about gays?
So let me ask y'all both a quick question. If you was in the situation, whatever, and you knew you was a mutant, would y'all tell y'all parents or would y'all keep it a secret?
That's our parents.
My power is cool.
You tell your parents?
Yeah, I tell just because like, hey, like if you not rocking with me, all right, cool. I know where we stand. Let me get out. Like, but obviously, it's I know it's probably hard for them to come tell their parents because it's not something.
Well, he a trust fund kid, so he wouldn't know how to do nothing. I think what they're doing with that is just pushing him more to when he finally becomes with X-Men, because after a while it's gonna come out.
Yeah, probably like the last 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah, his parents are probably gonna be like, he was adopted or some shit, and he gonna be like, damn.
I don't think I wouldn't mind telling unless I wanted to hide it from like the government or something like that. I'm either telling everybody or nobody.
Yeah, I always thought like I probably wouldn't tell nobody because I watched enough X-Men and know how shit go. So if I could do something, ain't nobody gonna know. I'm not about to be no superhero anyway.
Hell no.
But I'm not gonna. I know some people like you gotta tell that one person, but that one person always tell somebody else something. So I don't know. I guess it depends on what my power was. That might make a big difference. But I think I would keep it to myself.
Another thing I like was how, speaking of like realistic situations, I like how they showed with like Rogue's transformation with the grief, how she won't goody two shoes or like, gonna keep saving the world, keep saving the villain. Nah, she let that just drop to the ground.
It was a part where Trask, they found Trask and he was about to, he called him. They ain't found him. He called him, told him where to come get him, and they showed up there. and he decided to blah blah that talk. He tried to jump and Rogue caught him, and she was like, "Nah, you got any more information about?" And he was like, "No," and Rogue like, "Okay," and she just let him go. And at first I was like, she was gonna do a Batman, she was gonna go down there and catch him, but then you hear him, boom, and then everybody was standing there shocked.
Except for Wolverine.
Yeah,
Wolverine's like good.
She did what she had to do. And I'm more like, is that who we are now? But it's funny because Jean morph. I ain't gonna say Beast. I ain't gonna say Wolverine. Who else was there?
Maybe Cyclops. Maybe.
Yeah, Cyclops could have done him, but shot him faster down on the ground. But Jean and Morph and Nightcrawler.
Oh, yeah.
Those three people could have saved him like that. So maybe they weren't that high up and he hit the ground fast enough, but Nightcrawler definitely had time. Like, you need to go back. If this is what you bring it to the team to replace Gambit,
He riding with his sister.
Kill your ass back.
No.
Kill your ass back. If you gonna replace my boy in the lineup, kill your ass. You can't catch nobody falling on the ground. Go back, mon ami. So then he hit the ground, and then this new Sentinel version, I guess it was activated from his death.
Yeah.
Which is kind of good. Which is gonna be kind of weird because he clearly didn't know.
Yeah.
So are they infecting humans with this too as well? When they got to that place, they seen all these other kind of bodies and stuff too. And these new Sentinels ain't that he. First of all, he knocked Rogue out with an uppercut off grip.
It came out of nowhere too. Like using
When they take out your heavy hitter, off gate. So then after that, I mean, nobody else really.
That's weird because Jean was like, "Oh, I can still sense his mind in there." It's like I was like, he knocked her out with one punch. We cannot hold nothing back. He's like, yeah, forget all that.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of mad at the first thing Morph turned into Quicksilver. You can run fast and punch. Like, come on, bro. You could turn in like a whole bunch of other mutants. This is the one you gonna go with. So I guess you never. I guess we didn't see that coming. Like an Age of Ultron. He got knocked out. He got shot in the face. Luckily, he can get shot in the face. Yeah. His face was like. But of course he was alright or whatever. But those Sentinels ain't no joke to you. Boy, Cable showed up. Pretty much. And it's funny because when Cable first got there, Cyclops recognized Cable from previous episodes and stuff. Jean, it took a couple seconds and then she realized, but if Jean should remember that she knew who he was before, because don't you remember the episode when they had Cable before and Jean did something and she knew who it was. She was like, I can't tell you, Scott. That was in that. I can't remember what.
But was that Gene or was that Madam Fire back then? Because people don't know when the switch happened. It's like there's rumors about when it happened, but like I can't remember how late that in the season that was.
That was in one of the Genosha episodes. I know for a fact. I don't think it was the first time they was in Genosha. No, was it Genosha or was it when the one with Apocalypse? Because Cable was on there like Genosha, then he came back from the Apocalypse. It was one of the two, but either way, he realized it was Nate, and when he saw his mom, he was running to his mom trying to save her, but then he was like, "We ain't got time for this, Dad. We ain't got time." I guess he remember or something. I guess like, "Damn, Dad, you weren't even there when you was kind of an asshole." So I guess we'll see how where this goes, but Cable definitely is the key who knowing what's going on. He fighting those Sentinels in the future because he already knew how to take them out with that pulse. If it wasn't for that, they were about to get bodied.
No.
So I don't know what the X-Men about to do because if they making more of these damn they're making more of these Sentinels.
I think between him and Forge, Cable and Forge, they're gonna be the keys.
They gonna figure something out because they can handle the regular Sentinel. They can handle the regular bit when we're not the not the damn
Megatron,
not the Godzilla version.
Yeah.
But and it's crazy because as X-Men continues to go with its stories in seasons 2 and 3, the other superpower people have to take a stance with mutants because everybody knows it always ends with the Sentinels taking over everything. Like they're gonna take over Captain America. All you metahumans, y'all ain't beyond nothing neither. Y'all not worrying about it right now because it's only messing with the mutants, but it's gonna be very interesting to see how it's going to continue. And Bastion also knew about that Professor Xavier was alive.
Yeah.
I forgot what is something about a satellite or some shit.
Yeah,
the communication.
Yeah, and then, too with Henry Garrett, he had said it was just like you dreamed it or something, or just like you told me or something.
Yeah, it was gonna happen.
I think he was saying about Rogue going there and then
Bastion from the future.
Well, he's connected to the future, but
travel.
He definitely knows something, but he's definitely pulling some strings with a lot of information, and he's just like creepy. He reminded me of American Psycho kind of. He just kind of like I'm gonna play with you a little bit, and he giving Magneto a shave.
That whole thing. I don't know if you caught it. It was like a whole Reservoir Dogs reference with him putting on the music and him like getting the razor out.
Yeah, because his whole vibe gave me what, Mr. White?
Yeah, Mr. White.
Gave me Mr. White vibes. And Magneto this whole time like,
shook.
Yeah, I can't do nothing. Magneto don't want to be nobody's bitch. So why he would even keep Magneto alive too? That is
you saw he got that collar on him.
Yeah, but at the same time, I won't play around with a level mega mutant. So speaking of Omega level mutants, like Storm, you saw this shit on TV, so you want to bring your ass to the team and help out next episode, maybe. Damn the horses.
Bring your bus down. This fine.
Yeah.
She's switched bus down.
Yeah, like one of your closest friends has died, and you need to find out who it died. So come on, you got your powers back. I know she probably waiting for some grand entrance or something. I guess that's why
they that's a microphone.
Yeah, something. But they definitely got it. And I think that's pretty much how I ended with another cliffhanger. A great episode, well written episode.
These next episodes, I think it's either 9 and 10 or part 1 and 2. No, I think no. This is the last one because the rest is part 1, then part 2, then part 3. These last 3 episodes.
Oh, connected.
So that's why I figure like this one's kind of like. The last 2 episodes are kind of just setting up the chess pieces and everything, and I feel like this next episode is really like where it's going to take off. Where Professor X coming back, Storm, we'll see when she comes back, and then also everything going on with Bastion. We finally know who the villain is right before the part 1, part 2, part 3 comes out. So I think that's why like it's really about to take off these next few episodes.
All right. So overall, what do you get this episode?
I'm gonna give it a 9. I think a 9.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, give it a 9 too. I was trying to think anything else. Oh, one other part I really liked when they brought in Cable right before the Sentinel or the Oliver Trask says to Scott, he was like, "Remember I told you in the desert, like the future's abandoning you or something like that." He's like, "The future's abandoning you," and then he gets saved by Cable, which is the future and everything. So I thought that was a cool thing to introduce Cable in, like the future coming back to save Scott. Which is being his son and everything. So I thought that was a really cool moment to introduce Cable and give him his finally grand entrance. I know he kind of just popped up in that one episode, so this is kind of like a real like good interest for him. But I give it a 9. Good 9.
Yeah. I don't know if you caught it, but they was playing his old music from '96 cartoon too when he was standing there.
Oh really? Oh.
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that was the old music. They tweaked a little bit, but that was old music. Yeah, I definitely give it a 9 too. Like I said, a great episode, well written. Got me interested and ready for the next episode without leaving me on the cliffhanger, but not having me like I gotta go get my blood pressure checked.
Yeah.
After this, I'm pretty sure these next couple of episodes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to see what happens. And shout out to Beast. Beast got a little playtime too this episode.
Yeah.
He pretty much told Trish Tip, like, get out of here. I was doing this damn interview messing with you last time.
Yeah. They all fed up.
Yeah, and they should be at this given time. So I definitely like to see that everybody but Morph.
Yeah,
Morph is Morph.
Tomato.
Morph is Morph. He don't show no emotion. Trust me, Morph is probably the worst out of all these. You tell he finally got his Sinister for the control, but Sentinel and Mr. Sinister, Morph cannot be having a good time. He just. They haven't really focused. Morph hasn't had a focused episode. Morph and still Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
That gave Beast a little bit more this episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, they haven't really done. He's been more like a key player or whatever. They haven't really had no step up moments yet. I'm pretty sure some of that stuff is gonna happen. It's a damn fly in here. First of all,
That thing's
been blasting me in my face a couple of times. Pause. But it's bugging the shit out of me for real. But we gotta keep on because we ain't starting all this for no daggone flag. It might just be fluming on the camera. But we look forward to you guys. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought about this episode. If you liked it, you loved it, hated it. It was an awesome, episode. And we will tune in to you guys next week. So I'm LP.
Brandon.
Xavier.
Next week. Peace.